Do you want to know why my life is pure hell? Well, my umbilical cord was barely dry when they said, "All right, kid, into the river you go." Seriously, who sends a 3-hour-old baby to swimming class? Yeah, that's me, a capybara, the biggest rodent on Earth. People online think I'm cute, chill, and living some kind of luxury spa life. But the reality? My first memory is choking on river water and trying not to drown. So while human babies spend 9 months in a cozy womb, then years being carried and fed, we capybaras get 3 hours. 3. And then boom, straight into survival training. Childhood Trauma Deluxe Edition. And don't forget, while I'm paddling like a drunk potato, there are fish under me, birds above me, and crocodiles somewhere in between, all just waiting to see if I'll screw up. So yeah, day one of my life feels less like a birthday party and more like the Hunger Games, with extra water. So picture this. I'm just trying to enjoy a bite of grass when I suddenly notice my neighbor is a crocodile. Do you know what that feels like? It's like living in an apartment where the guy next door casually owns a bazooka. Do I scream? No. Do I run? Also no. I just sit there pretending it's normal. Like, "Hey buddy, thanks for not eating me today. Really appreciate it." That's the daily reality of a capybara, sharing rivers with monsters. Not just crocodiles, by the way. We're talking caimans, anacondas, even jaguars dropping by for a drink. Basically, my neighborhood is the full cast of a horror movie. And the rule is simple. Don't panic. Don't move too fast, and maybe, just maybe, they'll ignore you. I've literally walked past a crocodile, even stepped over its tail once, and it didn't move at all. So either I'm terrifying, which I highly doubt, or I'm so boring that even a crocodile can't be bothered. So while humans complain about noisy neighbors, my neighbors can swallow me whole before breakfast. Welcome to my life, a housing community straight out of Jurassic Park. Let's talk about food. Our diet is basically grass. Morning grass, afternoon grass, midnight snack, more grass. It's like living in a never-ending salad bar, but without the dressing. And here's the shocking part. Grass alone isn't enough. To actually survive, I have to eat my own poop. Yes, you heard that right. Every day, I recycle my breakfast in the most disgusting way possible. But here's the science. The first time I chew grass, my body doesn't get all the nutrients. So nature said, "No worries, buddy, just run it again." And that's how I end up eating what I already produced. Basically, my stomach has a sequel, like Grass, the remix. Imagine humans doing this. You finish your burger, wait a few hours, and your stomach says, "Okay, champ, round 2, same meal, different texture." Not so glamorous now, huh? And you know what's worse? We don't even get privacy. Sometimes, a whole herd of capybaras is just sitting there, and you have to casually pretend this is fine while chewing on your second-hand snack. Like, don't look at me, guys. This is totally normal. People think I'm cute when I'm munching, but the truth is, half the time I'm eating fresh grass, and the other half, I'm eating the recycled version of that grass. Let's just call it nature's weird software update. Most people think my worst enemy is a jaguar or maybe a crocodile. Nope. The real nightmare? Ants. Fire ants. Tiny, angry, organized, like a billion little soldiers with zero chill. When they swarm my fur, it feels like my whole body turned into a barbecue grill. I jump into the water, they hang on. I roll in the mud, they bite harder. It's like fighting glitter. Once it's on you, it's never going away. And just when you think, okay, I survived the ant apocalypse, here comes the otter. Yeah, the cute, playful otter you see in cartoons. In real life, they're basically river gangsters. An otter will roll up with his buddies, make weird noises like they're trash-talking me. And suddenly, I'm in the middle of a WWE wrestling match I never signed up for. They bite, they chase, they dunk me underwater. Honestly, it feels less like nature and more like high school bullying. And don't even get me started on the birds. They land on my back, peck at bugs, and I just let it happen. Because honestly, compared to fire ants and otters, A bird pecking my butt is practically spa treatment. So yeah, forget about jaguars. My real life is getting jumped by ants, bullied by otters, and occasionally used as a public park bench for birds. Now let's talk about romance, or whatever counts as romance when you're a capybara. Humans get candlelit dinners, long walks on the beach, maybe a Netflix date. Me? I get sniffing contests. Yeah, our idea of flirting is literally smelling each other's butts. Very classy, I know. And don't think it's private either. Nope, my entire family is usually watching. You try to look cool while 50 relatives are staring at you like, yep, that's our boy, hope he doesn't mess this one up. It's less like dating and more like auditioning for a reality TV show. And when I finally do get a mate, it's not one-on-one romance. We're herd animals. So it's basically group love, public edition. Imagine going on a first date and your cousins, uncles, and random neighbors are all sitting 2 feet away. Yeah, very romantic. But here's the wild part. Somehow it works. Despite all the awkward sniffing, the family pressure, and the lack of privacy, we still end up with huge families. And honestly, that's probably why capybaras are everywhere. We may not have the smoothest love life, but when it comes to making more capybaras, we're basically the Kardashians of the rodent world. You're probably wondering, how the heck are capybaras still alive after all this chaos? Honestly, I ask myself the same question every morning. Think about it. Day 1, I'm drowning. Day 2, I'm dodging crocodiles. Day 3, I'm basically a chew toy for fire ants. And by the weekend, I'm getting bullied by otters like I owe them lunch money. It's not exactly the dream life. And yet, somehow, we thrive. We don't just survive, we multiply. Capybaras are everywhere. Rivers, forests, even people's swimming pools. Why? Because we're the ultimate chill survivors. When life throws us crocodiles, we just float. When ants attack, we roll with it. When otters pick a fight, we shrug it off. It's like our entire species runs on the motto, don't panic, just vibe. Maybe that's why humans love us so much. They see us lounging with ducks, chilling with cats, hanging out with monkeys, and they're like, wow, this animal is the definition of peace. But the truth is, that peace is hard-earned. Behind every cute capybara meme is a lifetime of surviving rivers, dodging predators, and yes, eating recycled grass. We're not just nature's chillest rodent. We're also its toughest comedian. So, next time you see a capybara meme, remember, I'm not just smiling, I'm smiling through the trauma.
So hey, if you enjoyed listening to my tragic, ridiculous, yet heroic life story, do me a favor. Smash that like button like a crocodile smashing its lunch. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, where we expose another animal's cute on Instagram, nightmare in real life story. And drop a comment. Maybe tell me which part of my misery made you laugh the most. Because if I have to suffer through fire ants and butt-sniffing romance, the least you can do is laugh with me. Remember, don't panic, just vibe, and hit that subscribe.